Yes people, what is happening, how are we all doing, and welcome back to the channel. In this video right here, we are going to be doing a full review of the Lego Fortnite Star Wars Rebel Adventure Pass. I'm going to be showcasing every single cosmetic for you that you can get as part of that pass. We're not going to be missing a single thing, so let's not waste any more time and let's jump straight into this. So as you can see then people, I have built every single Mos Eisley building that you can get as part of the Rebel Adventure Pass. I'm pretty sure I've done them in the order that you unlock them, but I'll make 100% sure on that in a second. So I'm basically just going to showcase all of them for you. So I'm pretty sure this one is called the Mos Eisley Homestead. As you can see, it is very, very small, but I do need to point something out to you. Listen to that. Oh, it's got like the sliding doors with the whoosh effect. Oh my god, it's incredible. So this is kind of like a very, very simple building. It's one of the easiest to build, pretty small, but also very cool. This next one right here is the garage. As you can see, a little bit bigger. And I absolutely love the fact that it's got this like open top kind of roof to it. It looks so cool. Slightly different doors as well, as you can see. One thing that I'm going to need to point out to you, right? The resources you're going to need in order to build all of these buildings are a little bit weird. There's a brand new resource known as sandstone that's been added to the game. It's basically just a combination of sand and granite, and the vast majority of stuff for these buildings is made out of that. You're also going to need some things like plastoid and durasteel as well, which you're going to be able to get from the Star Wars world, but I'm not going to go too in depth on that, but you will definitely need some slightly different resources. I'm pretty sure this one is the Mos Eisley Emporium, I think. As you can see, it's got like a little countertop inside, a little serving hatch there as well. We go out the doors, it's got a little bit of a back to it here, an upstairs area, and then it's also got an upstairs portion as well. You can just see though, the buildings look absolutely incredible. Like, they're just perfect. It's like they've been ripped straight from the Star Wars universe. This is the tower build that you can also get as part of the pass. As you can see, extremely tall. If you go through the door here, you're going to be basically running upstairs for about 15 minutes. It goes up and up and up and up and up all the way to the top right there. This one is the large garage. And trust me when I say, it takes a very, very long time to build. It's already like massive, but some of the builds are just a little bit awkward when you're not used to it. These are very new types of buildings, so to be able to do that, you're going to have to get used to it, that's for sure. This is the inside of the building. It's pretty cool, just like all of the others. Very, very extravagant. It feels like there's a lot more to these buildings than any of the ones that we've previously had in the game. They just seem far higher quality, probably because of the fact they're part of the Star Wars collab, let's be real. So the large garage there, this one is the cantina, the classic cantina. Again, we've got like the serving bit here with the counter. Really, really cool design. Like, look at the roofing that you've got there with some really like intricate, I don't even know what you'd call them, beams, I suppose. Very, very interesting. And as I've mentioned, every single one of these buildings and all of the decor items that I'm going to show you at the end are all available as part of the event pass for 1400 V-Bucks, I think it is. You just unlock them as you go by completing challenges, unlocking studs in order to progress your way through the pass, and you can get every single one of these. Like, the value for money is absolutely insane. So this one is the marketplace building, and interestingly, this is 100% free. You do not have to buy the paid part of the pass in order to get this. All you got to do is challenges, unlock studs, and eventually once you level up, you will get this for absolutely nothing. So I'll just give you a little bit of a showcase inside, let you know what it's like. So completely free, this one. If you don't want to go for the paid part of the pass, you can get this building. You can also get a ton of decor items that I'm going to show you in a minute. They're all over there ready to go, but really got to show you these buildings first. So that one right there, the marketplace, totally free, and to be honest, probably one of the best buildings there is as part of this set. And this is the final one that you unlock as essentially like the last tier of the paid part of the pass. It's a cross between Mos Eisley. I've been saying Mos Eisley the entire time. I swear some people might say it Mos Eisley, but not 100% sure on that, so please don't crucify me as a Star Wars fan. This is essentially a Fortnite sort of Durburger Star Wars crossover. Like, look at that. You've got the sign on the front there. You've got the Star Wars style like metallic Durburger on the top. And we'll just take a little bit of a stroll through the door, and it's got that counter in the middle there. I would say this one, to be honest with you, is more simple and probably not as good as that one right there. The marketplace that you get for free, in my opinion, is probably a little bit better than that one. But with that said, it still feels very unique and definitely one of the better parts of this set. So there you have it, people. Every single building. So there is a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 buildings as part of this set. They are all absolutely incredible, and to be honest, I think it's probably going to stack up right at the top towards like the best sets in Lego Fortnite so far. They're absolutely amazing. Okay, let's take a stroll in this direction because it is now time for me to showcase every single decor item that you can get in this pass. It's crazy. Like, I've never seen this many decor items, and to be honest with you, the vast majority of them are actually free. There's a massive ton of them on the first layer of the pass, which is the free one, so you don't even have to pay for them. I can't really confirm which are paid and which are free, because once you've got them all like I have here, it all merges together and you can't really tell what you actually paid for and what you would get for free, so apologies for that, but check them out anyway. We're going to go through them right now. So we've got 3 brand new beds. This one here is a single bed. This one is like this budget Tatooine bed. I'm not going to lie, that one looks pretty terrible. You will not see me lying on that. It does not look comfortable. But ladies and gentlemen, I've got to point out, right? This is our first ever double bed in Lego Fortnite. This is a double bed. It's essentially just twice as big as that version right there, but with a slightly different cover on it. So if I was ever sleeping in a single bed before in Lego Fortnite, that has gone out the window, because I'm never doing that again. As we progress along, you can see we've got like varieties of different countertops. They almost look like they've got slight lighting underneath. Very, very cool. I'm a big fan of that one there, and particularly that one on the end. It looks great. As I walk through, if you do want to see anything in a little bit more detail and I don't talk about it that much, just pause the video and you'll be able to literally check out how everything's going to look once you've got these unlocked and are building them in your survival world. This is half a table, by the way. This is a weird one. It's literally called half a table. So if you want to build like a full thing, you just build 2 of them. But you could also have it as a countertop like that. And all of these things that I'm standing next to right here, as you can see, are all different counters, essentially. You can just build them however you want. You can make them really long or do it a little bit shorter. These, don't get me wrong, look exactly the same. They basically look like pretty much the exact same item, but they're not. If you look down at the bottom of them, the flooring sort of part that's connected in terms of what it stands up on is slightly different. I don't even know why they did that. It's almost not worth it, but trust me, they are actually technically different. We have different chairs. I need to take a seat in that one. This is the best chair as part of this bundle easily. Like, take a look at that. Such a cool one. We've got these ones here as well, a little bit more budget. That is essentially a rounded corner one, so you could put like 2, maybe even 4 of those together to create something. And this is also seating as well, believe it or not. This is actually seating. You literally just sit around the edge of it like that. I actually thought it was a lamppost the first time I saw it, but it's not. It's officially seating. Before we move on to the lighting, we've got a brand new sink. You can use the sink. Could we ever use sinks before? I actually can't even remember that. I don't know. I genuinely don't know if we could use sinks or not. Let me know down below in the comment section, but you can now, that's for sure. We've got this kind of like small watering hole there. This is actually a floor lamp. Very, very cool looking. We've got different wall lamps here that connect to a wall, as you can see. We've got like a blue one, red one, and then one that hangs down. Very, very cool. But take a look at what I'm about to show you now. This one on the other side of it is probably one of the biggest lamps I've ever seen. You can only connect it to the ceiling. You can't connect it to a wall. As you can see, it's huge, but it looks brilliant. Like, take a look at that. So unique. Like, such cool decor items that you can get as part of this pass. Couple more lights over here. Once again, both ceiling lights. These will not work by connecting them to the wall like that. If you're looking for that kind of thing, you're generally probably best off going with some of those. But for this, got to be connected to the ceiling. But I just love the design of them. They're so good. We have a couple of brand new shelves. And look, we've got these like coloured potion bottles on them. Like, if you're ever thinking of doing anything connected to like wizardry in Lego Fortnite, you're a Harry Potter fan maybe, these are the ones for you. Like, absolutely banging. This is also a shelf as well, but it's really weird. I think it's a wall shelf, but it wouldn't actually connect to the vast majority of the wall for some reason. It was really strange, so I've just plonked it down at the bottom there. It's not necessarily that exciting, let's be real here. It's kind of boring, particularly compared to these two. And we move on to these items here. These are all kind of different, like vaporizers and things like that. They look like they've been dragged straight out of the Star Wars movies, let's be real. Very, very cool details, and if you are looking to build some kind of Star Wars village, you're definitely going to be using these. We have got new Star Wars storage though, okay? This is a brand new chest right here. It's some kind of like hazard chest, I think it's called. Only got 6 spaces in it, but it does look very, very good. Like, I think that's the first... technically the first new chest we've had since the game mode first launched. Before we move on to the other stuff though, it's gone to nighttime annoyingly, and I really want to show you this kind of stuff in the day, so I'm just going to wait a second until it flicks back round to daytime. Okay, we're finally back around to daytime, and this thing right here is actually a storage crate. It's got 8 spaces, as you can see. Very, very cool looking. We've got these other kind of things over here. I think they're also part of like vaporizing decor items, I suppose you could call them. Very, very cool, very, very unique. The thing is, with a lot of the items in this kind of bundle or part of this pass, I'd only really use the majority of them as part of a Star Wars village. Quite a few of them don't really fit with other villages in my opinion, but you might disagree with me on that one. We are now on to the rugs, ladies and gentlemen. I just need to point something out to you, alright? I'm going to go and stand on it. That is a rug. Literally looks like part of the foundation. That thing right there is a rug. That is the only part of this event pass where I'm going to say it's pretty bad. That's like the worst rug I've ever seen in my entire life, let alone in Lego Fortnite. It's absolutely awful. But luckily we do have some others which are probably some of the best we've ever seen. This blue one is definitely my favourite of the three, but to be fair, the others are pretty good as well, just not as vibrant and colourful as this one. We then have some wall details. We've got this kind of cog decoration there. This is apparently some kind of circuit breaker. But then better than both of those, I would say, is this kind of console that you can attach to the wall. Just looks brilliant. Gives me Star Wars vibes all day long. There's a set of weapons that you can even hang off the ceiling. Like, they look like knives, let's be real. You can't actually use them, of course, but very cool decor art and being able to hang some Star Wars weapons off the ceiling. We then have all of these different details here. All of these things you can see set up on the floor are all separate things. We've got various different bottles. I think that one's some kind of like milk bottle. We've got a box here for bao buns, which is closed, but then you can actually see the bao buns in that one here. Couple of little glass things here, different jars. Two things at the back there are actually colourful banners that you can stick down if you want to. But I know what you're all looking at, like the metal Durr Burger over here, the Star Wars Durr Burger. As you can see, it's part of that building over there that I showed you before, but you can build it whenever you want. If you want to stick that on one of your other buildings in your village, you can literally do that. Exactly the same for the sign here. That sign is also taken off the top of that building, which is right at the end of the event pass. We've got a few more details over here, a little miniature turret. Can't quite remember the names of these items. I think this is some kind of milk dispenser or liquid dispenser of some kind. Very, very unique looking. And then to finish up all of the decor items, we have 5 different things here which are kind of related to droids and villages. Essentially like Star Wars styled satellites that you're going to stick on the top of a building. You could of course put it on any of these if you wanted to, but definitely works on top of other builds too. And that is the full lot, ladies and gentlemen. That is all of the decor items and all of the builds that you get as part of the event pass. Of course, this does not include the stuff that they're selling separately in the item shop. I'm going to cover that in a completely different video because you don't get any of those as part of the event pass. But in terms of decor items and builds, all kind of Mos Eisley themed, that is everything that you can get if you're going to grind through all the challenges and beat the event pass. You've got over 2 months to do it, so I'm pretty sure anybody that wants to do it's going to have more than enough time. Couple of final things then. Value for money, absolutely insane. 1400 V-Bucks, a ridiculous number of amazing buildings, through the roof in terms of number of decor items and some of the most unique ones we've probably ever seen. Value for money, best we've ever had. Rating out of 10, I mean, bit of a stupid question really. 100% a 10 out of 10. Like, if I could do a million out of 10, I would. I mean, let's be real here. 1400 V-Bucks, the best value for money we've ever seen up to this point in Lego Fortnite. Absolutely crazy. And I think that right there, people, is going to be everything for this video right here. Everything showcased from the brand new Lego Fortnite Star Wars Event Pass. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video then. Peace out.